Art has always been a way for me to express myself, tell stories, and connect with other people. So naturally, I joined multiple art communities on Discord to meet other artists, wanting to find similar interests, learning about their stories, or just seeing others' art. But somehow, after spending time there, I started noticing a few things that didn't quite sit right with me. Disclaimer: all of these are pure from my own experiences, and so there is no right or wrong. You are also welcome to share what you think in the comments below. Now, let's get on the video. Since social media like Instagram or other platforms doesn't really feel like the best place for yapping, I thought Discord would be different. By yapping, I mean it as more like, for example, if I want to talk about my art more or just my characters in general. But somehow, in almost every servers I joined, big or small, I noticed that most artists rarely share the context behind their art. For example, why they drew it, the idea or process behind it, or even a small explanations of what the piece is about. Which I personally find it a bit sad, because whenever artists share the context behind their work, I always find it really endearing. I really love seeing people's art along with the stories behind it. Sometimes I get a glimpse of their world, their thoughts, or even something relatable, no matter how good or bad the drawing might be. Things like that are what help me connect with other artists. After all, the story behind an artwork can also make the artwork more memorable, you know? So, as an artist myself, I don't really see interaction as something that always has to be compliments or critiques, even though those two are technically also forms of interactions. There were a couple of times where I received more neutral or silly interactions on my art, and although it didn't give that dopamine rush that makes me excited, I still felt something simple like, oh, someone saw my drawing. And in a way that still made me feel seen. But I also realized that being seen doesn't only come from receiving interactions. I actually remember once commenting on another artist's artwork in a Discord server. I told them how their art made me feel. And after seeing their response, I realized that saying how my words could make someone happy also made me happy. And in that moment, I felt seen too. It felt like a two-way exchange type of thing. I guess that is when I learned that interaction isn't just about receiving attention, but also about sharing a bit of our humanity with each other. Inevitably, I started noticing that the previous topics are actually connected with each other. When it comes to interacting with art, sometimes I can feel a piece immediately. For example, maybe the artwork feels dreamy, carries strong emotions, or gives me a warm feeling inside. And when I can't quite feel that right away, I'll usually look for the story behind it. But when there is no story either, I sometimes don't really know how to interact with it. And in moments like that, it often ends up coming down to engagement. Things like shares, likes, reactions, or rewards, we start using numbers as a way to measure whether our effort was seen. I remember spending quite some time thinking about this question. So, why does genuine interaction feel so different from reactions? And while thinking, an analogy came to mind that helped me understand it. So there's a difference between a single comment saying, "Your art feels so warm," like this, and something like this. One feels alive, and the other feels a bit more distant. Numbers can show engagement, but sometimes they don't feel like presence. And when it comes to being seen, I feel like many artists don't actually want engagement alone. At least for me, what I value more is presence. The feeling that someone sat with my artwork for a moment and quietly said, "I see it. I see your drawing." And somehow, that can mean more than a lot of reactions. Sometimes I wish there were more spaces where artists could slow down, where they share their thoughts, their stories, and just sit with each other's work for a moment. Anyway, those are just a few thoughts I wanted to share. If you'd like to share yours, do feel free in the comments too. Thank you for listening until the end.